Hey everybody, I'm Mike Flanagan from Kingscoop.com, and I'm here with Pete D'Alessandro, the general manager for the Sacramento Kings. Pete, welcome to Reno.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
What did you see out there that gave you hope for the young players?
I think it's a really good thing that Sharif Abdurrahim has established here, along with Coach. Um, we're able to kind of put these guys in our system, and we're able to see this from a Sacramento Kings point of view. So even like the assignment of Royce White today, it's a great thing to not just see him get out there and maybe kind of get out there for the first time and try to get himself in some shape, some game shape, but also to see him playing in some of the sets that Coach Malone runs. So it's a great dynamic for us to have.
Talk about the communication between Reno and Sacramento.
Very good, because Sharif's my director of player personnel and he's the GM of Reno. So every day we talk. I try to watch as many online games as I can, and this is the first one I've come up to, only because it's been such a interesting year. We've had so much going on in Sacramento, but it's in great hands with Sharif and with Chris Gilbert, and we're really happy about that.
You guys were really busy come the trade deadline, and how do you feel now that the dust have kind of settled?
I think good. We're not where we want to be, but we're pushing forward to where we want to be. And some of the moves that we've made, we think we've changed the roster a lot. Someone said we have very few guys that we started the season with, and then we're left with. But the intent wasn't necessarily to do that, but it's to constantly try to get this roster to a place where it needs to be, so we can be competitive in the NBA.
Felt pretty good. Felt good. Definitely felt good to get back out there and play again and just run around.
Talk about the adjustment going from NBA coaching staff to development league coaching staff.
Well, I haven't had much game experience with either. So for me, I'm just taking the coaches as the type of people they are. And Coach Joel is a great coach. And I've had some other good coaches along the way. And, I just try and learn everything I can.
Basketball is probably the strongest team sport of teamwork. And you just walked in the locker room with guys who might be strangers. What's that like to play with guys where you're learning their names?
It's a bit of a challenge, I guess, but at the same time, I think the type of player you are makes all the difference. And I'm a pass first kind of player, so I think that helps me. I don't have a problem with it. So I love these guys; they're good guys.
So you mentioned you're a pass first player. What kind of skill set can you bring to not only Reno but eventually the Sacramento Kings?
I think I play a pretty high basketball IQ type of game. Kind of pretty cerebral, I would say. And like I said, unselfish and look to pass first and get guys involved and get open shots. That's what I play for now. That brings me joy. So.
What is the biggest adjustment for you? Is it on which side of the court? Is it offense or defense?
I don't really know. I don't really know. I would say they're both equal, as opposed to going from college to here. But going from the NBA to the D League is probably offensively, just because of size difference and length difference and that type of thing.